6:49, a live look this morning, Chicago, Illinois, where there was a construction accident early this morning. 4 workers were hurt. It happened just north of Chicago. The workers were at a construction site on the Jane Addams Memorial Tollway Bridge in Des Plaines when a beam apparently fell just before 3 a.m. It's still unknown exactly what caused the accident to happen. 1 person is listed in critical condition. 3 of the workers are listed in good condition.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Kyle Bosch. We're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. An alleged armed threat for a piece of pizza has landed a man in jail.
38-year-old Jeremiah Jackson is in the Cass County Jail on a robbery charge after police say he threatened workers at the Flying J truck stop in South Fargo yesterday afternoon. It all happened when employees say Jackson showed a gun and demanded some pizza. The workers then called 911 and Jackson was arrested at a nearby Motel 6. Officers, however, did not find a gun at the time.
A K-9 unit was brought in but did not locate the weapon either. Police are applying for a search warrant to check Jackson's motel room.
An off-duty police officer's quick thinking has landed a strong-arm robbery suspect behind bars this morning. The detective was at a local business yesterday when he says he recognized Malongo Lewa Salihi from surveillance photos of Friday's mugging at the South Fargo Cashwise store. Police later stopped Salihi's vehicle and arrested him.
Investigators had been looking for him after a woman walking into the Cashwise off of 13th Avenue South Friday night said a man ran up behind her and grabbed her purse. She tried holding on to her purse but was dragged for 10 feet before the strap broke and the guy ran off with her purse.
6:51 now, time for weather and traffic on the one, starting with meteorologist Robert Hahn.
And we're starting to see that the sky brightening off towards the east. The sun rising here in about 6 minutes or so here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and you should be able to see it before the clouds overtake the sun, at least for a little while as we head through the morning hours. Should see more of that sun later on today. 36 feels more like 26. Winds are strong and gusty out of the south and southeast at around 18 miles per hour. Temperatures elsewhere also 36 in Oaks, 34 in the Jamestown area. Still hanging on to some 20s off toward the east. Most areas will warm up nicely later on today, but northern Minnesota probably going to hang on to some 30s for highs. There are your winds. They continue to be gusty, and they'll be with us throughout the day today, and that's creating some wind chills in the teens across the eastern counties and elsewhere in the 20s, but we're not going to have to deal with wind chills later on today. We'll have to deal with the winds, but with some much warmer weather, we don't have to worry about those wind chills. Clouds continue to increase. You saw them on the tower cam. Underneath those clouds, a stripe of snow in the Lakes country and a few snow flurries also across the northern tier of counties, and some steadier precipitation off towards the west, and that will continue to slide off towards the east. Some mixed precipitation moving into our western counties, but a lot of this not yet reaching the ground across the national map. Most of the action is in association with this system that will continue to slide east through the region, giving us a chance for some rain and northern Minnesota, touch of snow right along the Canadian border. Could see an inch or so of snow. A break in the action, a warm afternoon, and then on the backside of the system, late tonight, early tomorrow, some rain and snow showers will continue to slide on through. Could see a dusting of snow with that activity, a break in the action again, and then one more system that'll slide south late tomorrow, then into tomorrow night, early Thursday. The chance for some rain and maybe an inch or two of snow in northern Minnesota. Today, warming on up later on this afternoon here in Fargo, getting into the upper 50s. Tomorrow on the backside of the systems, the low 40s, but then we'll warm it back up. Mid to upper 40s Thursday and Friday, mid to upper 50s Saturday and Sunday. That is a look at your weather. Let's get another look at your traffic with Al. Good morning, Al.
Good morning, Robert. Good morning, everyone. We're back out on the Metro Interstate Loop. Traffic on Interstate 94 this morning. Westbound is active, but I don't think it's quite as busy as it has been and typically is this time of day. But there's plenty going on out here, that's for sure. Eastbound traffic is fairly busy as well. I-29 traffic, northbound I-29, pretty darn thick this morning. Reminder for you, we have that stalled car northbound I-29. It's a four-door sedan on northbound I-29 right around the 13th Avenue North Bridge. Make sure you're looking out for that. Southbound I-29 traffic is fairly busy as well. Traffic, well, folks are picking them up and laying them down. We're doing a good 60 miles an hour, maybe a little faster than that. Drive carefully this morning. As always, Al, on Valley Today traffic.
6:54 now, turning back to your news headlines. Drug-related crime saw a big spike in the Northern Valley over the weekend. Police are investigating the theft of cash and drugs from the new Inspire Pharmacy in Grand Forks, which just opened on Friday. Over in Minnesota, 5 people were arrested in cases involving heroin, meth, or guns. Guillermo Ramirez was arrested in Argyle for illegal possession of a firearm, while Anna Ramirez faces drug charges. In Warren, Jeremiah Linder and Caitlin Mock were both charged with having a controlled substance. Also in Warren, John Vondel Jr. is facing drug and weapons charges.
Minnesota sex offenders could have a more difficult time finding a place to live. Right now, the law in Minnesota says level 3 offenders have to live a certain distance from schools. But some lawmakers want to add parks and other places where children frequent to living restrictions. The director at the Minnesota Department of Corrections says the idea is well intended, but what makes a safe community is when offenders have stable housing and support systems.
We've got a heads up from Fargo Police this morning about protecting your property. Officers report that there have been a number of break-ins recently involving unlocked cars and garages. Here's the advice. If you do have to park on the street, take your personal belongings out of your car and make sure you lock it up.
If you live in an apartment, police say you should make sure your garage door is secure and your car is locked even inside the garage. Contact police if you notice anything suspicious. The Circle of Friends Humane Society in Grand Forks is looking for help fostering some dogs after their facility had to close down over a parvo scare.
A sick dog prompted the voluntary quarantine as a precaution. It'll last for the next 2 weeks. Parvo, which is a similar virus to the stomach flu in humans, is contagious if animals aren't vaccinated. So for the next 2 weeks, staff will work on cleaning the shelter and making sure that the dogs don't spread the illness to one another. Now, the shelter also cannot accept any dogs or allow any to be adopted out until the quarantine is lifted. It turned out to be another tough opening day for the Minnesota Twins. It was hard just to get the game started in Baltimore. Rain pushed back the first pitch about 2 hours. Then there was a second rain delay after the second inning. Now, the Twins did end up tying the game in the 7th inning, but the bullpen couldn't hold it. The Orioles won in a walk-off and the hit in the bottom of the 9th. This is the 8th straight opening day loss for the Twins. They're off today and play Baltimore again tomorrow. Their home opener is set for next week.
And if you went to bed early and missed it, it was one of the most dramatic endings ever to an NCAA championship game. Take a listen.
3 seconds at midcourt. Jenkins gives it to Jenkins.
Pretty nice. Villanova beat North Carolina with a dramatic game-winning buzzer-beater shot. Chris Jenkins made a three-pointer with no time remaining to bring the championship trophy to Philadelphia. Final score, 77-74. It's Villanova's first national title since 1985.
And the school today giving students a bit of a break. They tweeted out this morning, classes are canceled for anybody that was going to
The celebrations can continue.
Exactly.
They'd be too tired anyway. They help not only the community, but across the U.S. and really all over the world. HERO
stands for Healthcare Equipment Recycling Organization, and they're doing big work from their offices in South Fargo. The Valley Today's Christy Larson is joining us live from that HERO location with more on not only the work they do, but how they're celebrating 2 decades of helping others. Hi, Christy.
Well, good morning, guys. It's everything from hospital socks to shower chairs to even, oh, what's this? Even scooters are here. They're taking those donated medical equipments, redistributing them, making sure that they're sanitary and safe. And Laura Roach is here with us. You guys also have a great event on Friday night.
We do. It's at the Ramada from 6 to 9, and we invite all of you guys to come and join us. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little sneak peek at some of our silent auction items. We have a mini iPad here, a delicious looking basket from Breadsmith, which also comes with a Bread of the Week certificate, so bread for a whole year, pretty awesome. A beautiful wine and pasta basket, kind of a guy's game night out basket with some nice beer samplers in there. An awesome signed jersey from the UND men's hockey team, and an awesome purse from Just for Women.
And it's not just the event that you guys have on Friday night, which people can go and get tickets ahead of time, maybe even at the door, but you guys really do try to do work, not just here in the community providing people with those medical needs, but also across the seas.
Yeah, absolutely. We're local, we're global, and we're environmental as well.
So many different ways to help out too. We showed you how some volunteers, sometimes they take those packaged items, they repack them up into boxes. We also showed you that maybe you can donate things like a shower chair. So many different ways to help out, guys. And also, it's a little bit fun too. Don't worry, you'll have fun if you volunteer here as well. Maybe not ride around in scooters all morning long like I just got to do, but you will meet some really good friends along the way.
Yeah, it looks like a fun crew there for sure. Christy Larson reporting live. Thank you, Christy. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. The average person will visit one of these 6 times this month.
The answer, a fast food restaurant. Remember, you can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page, where we invite you to join the conversation all day long. Well, we got 1 day's break from the wind, but noticed it right away this morning. It's blowing again.
Going to see it from the south today. That's going to warm us up nicely later on this afternoon. Right now, 20s and 30s and some gusty winds. Tomorrow, northerly winds making it feel colder. We do have some wind chills, teens and 20s. Clouds on the increase, precipitation on the increase. We'll see a nice afternoon after some morning rain.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather for you right here in 25 minutes.
We'll see you tomorrow morning, everybody. Have a great day.
Take care.